We're going to begin by looking at the writer screen of OpenOffice. Remember, OpenOffice, one of the major open source productivity tools available, includes 4 separate applications: Writer for word processing, Calc for spreadsheets, Impress for presentations, and the database function. This that you're looking at here is the writer screen, and I have a document open. The screen's going to look pretty familiar to you. You've all used word processing before. So what I want to begin with is a quick run through of some of the buttons on the screen to make sure we know where they are, and then some formatting instructions. So we'll begin with an introduction to the screen. So at the top we have the title bar. I've already saved this document, so it's called 10 Ways to Increase Sales, right here. And the file extension for OpenOffice is ODT. Then we have the menu bar, very familiar: File, Edit, View, Insert, Format, Table, Tools, Window, and Help. The help screens in OpenOffice are excellent. If you click Help and then OpenOffice.org Help plus or just instead F1, you get a very comprehensive help screen. On the standard bar across the top here, we have the New button, the Open button, Save, Document as email, which only works, just like in other word processors you might have used, if you have an offline email client such as Outlook or Thunderbird running. It will not put the current document into a web-based email. If you're using a web-based email, which almost all of you are, you'll need to save the document and include it as an attachment. This is Export to PDF. PDF is portable document format. It's a document format that's readable no matter what word processing application or text editing application your intended recipient has. It also has the beauty of being non-editable. So if you want to send something out that you really would rather stage your work, then a PDF is an excellent way to go. This is the Quick Print button. The Quick Print button prints whatever number of copies of the document you have set to the printer you've most currently used, with the settings you've most currently used. So if you've been working and printing, then you can just use that. If you need to customize your printing settings, say you need a different number of copies, or you need a different orientation, or you want to choose a different printer, then you'll need to use the print command on the file menu. Here's the print preview button, just to give you an overall look of how your document will look when it prints. It's a really good technique to always use print preview, because if you have mistakenly got 10 pages when you thought you had 2, this is where you find out, because your page number count is right down here. Close print preview by clicking the button again. Next we have spelling and grammar and auto spell check. On OpenOffice.org Writer, the grammar checker is not installed by default. It's an add-on. So at this point we won't have it installed. I think that's okay. I don't find the grammar checker to be useful in most word processors. If you like it, shoot me an email and I will send you a link to download it. But for now, we're just going to work with spell check. And so you can see that OpenOffice uses the red wavy underline for spelling errors, just like you're used to in other word processors you've probably used. And it works pretty much the same way. When you see a spelling mistake, you just right-click and choose. And oddly enough, it doesn't seem to know the word flyer. It thinks it's spelled Y-I-E-R. So I'm going to add it to the standard dictionary. And the red line goes away. Let's look at upsell. When you right-click to correct a word, what you don't want to do is just click ignore. Ignore takes away the red wavy line, but it doesn't take away the error. It's at this point that you need to decide what you're going to do. Now, I'm going to change it to 2 words: upsell. That sounds fine to me, and it's more correct than upsell in one word, which isn't really a word, it's jargon. We won't do any more spell checking for the moment. Now we have the cut, copy, paste buttons. The cut button is dimmed because I don't have anything selected. If I double click a word, the cut button now becomes active. And if I click the little scissor icon, it goes away, and I can click paste to repaste it. Somehow I lost my space. So cut, copy, paste, working just the same way you're used to them. Next we have the Format Paintbrush. The Format Paintbrush is an incredibly useful tool, and I'll be talking about it in the next video. Undo and redo if available. Insert a hyperlink, insert a table, use the drawing functions, find and replace. Navigator, which opens a small dialog box that allows you to navigate through your document. This is just a one-page document, so it's not very useful, but if you're using a long document, you can click through the pages here, or you can choose by headings and a variety of things. Insert your clip art, background, sounds, bullets, and so forth. Data sources I'm not going to worry about right now. Non-printing characters. Non-printing characters can be distracting to work with them on all the time, but they are the underpinnings of your document, and you know, they say it's the stuff you can't see that always gets you, so you need to be used to turning on your non-printing characters when you're trying to troubleshoot what's going on with the document. This means you press the return key, the enter key, it's a hard line ending. These raised dots are space bars. You can put in, and I'll talk about this later, a soft line break. Then you get this sort of bent arrow, which isn't very clear, but that's what it is. I'm just going to hit delete to take that out. And finally, the zoom key, which brings up the zoom. Let's go to 100%, which is terribly different, but it's a little bigger. Zoom is also down here on the status bar. If I click here, see these little vertical lines? That takes you to view the whole page. This takes you back to 100%. This takes me to what I like, a little bit bigger. See, it's a slider. So you can set it at just what you want. And the help key. Down on the status bar, we have the page number. This is the document format. You can right click and you can see there's quite a lot of possibilities. For now, we'll leave it at default. This is the spell check language. We're going to pretty much need English USA. You might want to turn off spell check, but if you do, don't forget to turn it back on. And this is insert and overstrike. You're going to work most of the time in insert. This is to do with the selection methods, and we'll leave it at default. This is interesting. This asterisk here means you have unsaved changes. OpenOffice.org Writer will automatically save after a period of time, but just be aware of that. That's a useful little indicator that you need to save your work. All right, in the next video, I'll talk about character formatting, but that's enough for now.